do you wait for these players to come on in?
Here comes the play, and I was going to say Pure was tagged down low in that initial pot shot for the ultimate down main. So there will be an opportunity for an even trade to come through, but Sentinels have reinforced the backside of the C site. On comes zombs. He finds two, no problem. Even going to find a third through the outside of the Radiantite crate, and zekken really just watching all of his teammates fall in front of him has nothing to do to get away in the hot hands to self-sustain, which allows BCJ with the spike to actually get onto the C site. Again, dapr is the first defender that is here. Tick has rotated, also to try to help out. dapr in the mix, though, is able to find one, get the cyber cage in play to stay alive after the initial exchange. ShahZaM working his way into sight will make sure they find a second. And once more, XSET completely stuffed from their initial play, and now TenZ in the back. Oh, not like this. Judge comes around the corner for two more, and now dephh has to wonder what exactly do you do from here.
Get into the fetal position and kiss your butt goodbye, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. He does not have spike possession. He does not have time. There's really not a whole lot of hope for him in this one. And that just boils down to when this map is so large and you're an attacking team and you have no presence on one side of the map and your first attack kind of starts to fold and you're
aggressively through Garage, but Nebula will make sure the play can still stay alive. Once more onto dapr. Trapwire able to find one elimination for free. Sick also to mix with zombs, but it will be a pinstripe kill feed for a time until XSET with the pistols will actually turn things around, win the site, and also beyond that collect some weapons to play with.
Yeah, they're doing great. They keep the Spectres in play. Now they've picked up a couple of Phantoms as well. They've got full control of the site. They have a 3-on-2. The only person with low health is Pure, who has been darted and is now being run down. AYRIN, though, saves him from long siege, putting ShahZaM in a very tough situation here. He is kind of boxed in as well, doesn't really have an escape route. He was committed. Pure catches him on the stairwell, and so B-site, Pure being the tip of the spear, smokes are up, but Gravels are countering to slow XSET down a little bit, but they're still finding entries, but again, it's ball enough time for dapr to rotate.
That's dangerous news because he has a neural that finds his second elimination. He's going to spam through the Nebula for a third. Also knows, of course, that the fourth is nearby. Small juggle of the weapons, but TenZ will beat dapr to the punch to find the spy versus spy battle of
just to win very high.
Cosmic Divide, though, comes through. Sentinels looking to bridge their retake. And AYRIN's going to be tagged by Spy Game. He's going to be out of the play for a time, but the hot hands will actually try to clear some players away from this early corner, but it doesn't actually give as much clearance as I think Sentinels were initially expecting. It is just now down to the dapr. 1v2, knows that AYRIN is below. Ooh, gets on top of the boxes, finds the first kill. Does he know where the second is? Sees him, but just a touch too late.
Again, allowed Sentinels to get that early rotation to really help dapr out in the C site. He's doing a great job stalling.
Cyber Cage will keep him safe after being flashed. Trapwire also coming to play, but the Trailblazer connects onto zombs, who actually now is the only Sentinels player to stay alive through the initial hit. Gravity Well going to be able to come through, stopping any defensive rotations. AYRIN watching the lurking play. Going to find one for free. Also, the run it back has been denied, but TenZ is able to make sure that 6 stays safe when he teleports back. The problem is it is still a 2v3 favoring XSET's post plant. TenZ on the way through quickly, denied by dephh, and it's just down to Sick, and inside this Nebula can do absolutely nothing through 5 rounds. He's now 7-7, and a lot of that likely because XSET have been hitting from multiple angles with really good utility over the top of the C site. This time looking to get aggressive over towards A. Initial pressure on the TenZ, forces him to dash away, but watch the flank from behind. There are 2 members from Sentinel trying to work behind this, but there are trap wires to keep them safe. XSET still, though, need to go, and they have found a way to get onto the safe site.
Indeed it has. Pure getting big entries, and they know all about this flank. Now that they already have the 5-on-3, they can expend the extra personnel to keep tabs on that. Neural Theft does come in. That will be a bit of an aid, XSET, especially with this flank from TenZ.
And regrowth for BCJ gets him back to full HP, though. So it's just zekken who's low on health, but the big problem, like you mentioned, is TenZ from this position in the back. Recon Dart will allow him to move pretty quickly through C-Long. Able to find one for free, but gets caught with the Cloudburst. Not going to find anything beyond that. ShahZaM trying to follow up, not able to either. Just down to zombs, and the Blades will put him to bed.
Utility to shut down some of the rotations as well when they did some C-take. So all in all, brilliant half from XSET.
Oh, opening aggressive play from Pure. Gets a headshot, but unfortunately TenZ best sim just barely. 13 HP on TenZ, but still 5v4. Sentinels looking to get quickly over towards C, and Sick just pushes through the Cloudburst. Don't think that XSET expected that really whatsoever, but zekken trying to hold on to the site will find one. Gets denied for anything beyond that, and oh, that's tough for BCJ. Thinks he has a timing to get through the middle, but never expected TenZ to be lurking behind, and Sentinels take the second pistol.
The updraft dash over that tripwire, just have it broken by a teammate, and just kind of come in here and look to make moves. He's going to go ahead and plant it, just going to play retake from behind, but you see BCJ step through the smoke, good for one, but dapr is very quick to trade, which is exactly what Sentinels want. They want to stay even man and just get into safe post plant, and look at TenZ just going off with the daggers.
And he completely clears off the C side of the map as well. So now dephh is essentially by himself, completely isolated. no chance for AYRIN really to help out from this position. It's just down to, I think at this point, can you maybe find a couple isolated kills somewhere? But this is going to have to be down just as purely timing. Everyone seems to know that dephh is on the left side of the map, and AYRIN is forced just to back away and save. Information is extremely limited, and you almost have to bank on, if you're XSET, that Pure has to find a first kill, because retakes are going to be extremely hard, and he does find the weapon of ShahZaM, then eventually the body. Sick trying to move quickly. Pure trying to respond to this with a quick scope, not going to be able to, as zekken will still hold the corner. Flashes are still making their way onto site, but Sentinels are not really strong behind this. Pure is able to find a second. Zekken in the corner, no one's seen him. He doubles up, and Pure will find a third. Beyond that, VCJ is also here. Shock darts will come through, but TenZ will stick for the plant. Able to get that off successfully and also exit, or can he? VCJ able to find the instant elimination, but Sentinels again setting up their post plant over to the backside of window. Nebula could be there to give him a chance to go for an early bit of defuse. They also read Sick playing in the tight corner. Here, still with the operator up top. Able to take down dapr peeking long. Flash will come through. Cloudburst trying to keep this safe, but the defuse will not be stuck. ShahZaM has used both of his shock darts though. Now it's just down to, can Sentinels actually fight this back 3v4? ShahZaM finds an elimination, trying to tie things up, but XSET, they continue to push on forward. ShahZaM gonna get tested by Pure. Able to find one elimination, but just stuck down to the classic, and XSET again. Site on this attacking half. Sick considering the plant, leaves it, and uh-oh, what happened right there? They toggled a spike between two players. dephh walks in for one, BCJ finds the second. dapr trying to collect the spike, denied. Oh no, it's all gone wrong for Sentinels, and now it's a 5v2 for XSET's defense with steep control of where the spike had been dropped.
Yeah, between the early intel of the Trailblazer on A side and the fact that BCJ had the Hunter's Fury available and felt no pressure and felt like he could easily pop it off onto the B site, Sentinels were really begging for a miracle to be able to get that spike down and actually be able to get some type of post-plant control, as XSET will just absolutely crush them here. Barely even lost health on any of their players in this round. They're going to go up to 11, no problem. And again, that just seemed like a really uninspired attack for Sentinels from what I'm used to seeing. And just going to have to hope that this Hunter's Fury can pave the way.
Clears some space for TenZ to get onto site, but he gets completely trapped out by the Cypher utility. dephh still on the site as well. BCJ throwing some darts from beyond, and oh my is right. ShahZaM does find a shock dart from the grave. Sentinels just down to sick, and again, they, I won't say force into this, they were able to full afford into this round, but they lose this one. This map could just very well be over. And position here from Pure.
Oh my,
dephh. Oh no. Timing could be incredible or terrible. Not like this. There will still be a follow-up. BCJ caught in a weird position, though. Has to fight off with at least one more player, and will be able to do so. Sick moving quickly. Doesn't expect AYRIN to be there. Backs away, able to keep their life, and dapr finds two.
Huge.
Absolutely massive.
Right there. It was very much a back and forth until those two kills from dapr. It could really have gone either way. Sick able to escape and heal thanks to dapr, and now they have man advantage. They have the C site under control. They're bringing spike in. zekken trying to see if he can find a timing maybe through the smoke with Pure, but zombs has such a great angle here at the double stack.
Gravity wall comes through, and that will be enough. Sick off the plant.
They're very spread out. They're going to have to try to go for the C-split with TenZ stack and hope he can just make a play.
Sees where BCJ is. Able to sidestep just a touch. BCJ trying to hold their life. Knows that imminent threats are all over the place. Shock dart comes through. AYRIN on towards the site. Able to find TenZ through the nebula. BCJ does get traded. Spike, though, not going to be fully committed. Pure walking back out of the site. Finds one with the operator. Gets a second, and dapr nowhere to go. XSET steal away the Sentinels map pick and strike first. We'll be back after this.
Slow down a little bit here.
That's a defensive wall that gets placed as well, trying to deny any kind of plant through that Viper wall. TenZ up top, able to take Pure down to critical health, but will eventually get wall banged out. Paint shells came through before he fell, but cannot confirm any kills off the backside. BCJ finds zombs at range. Snipe fight was considered for AYRIN, but instead XSET are just biding their time and happy to take this battle, and you're seeing exactly why they've turned this from a 4v5 into a 4v3, make it a 4v2. Trades are good, and it's all down to dapr for the 1v3. And he will be stuck bottom containers, and XSET.
They got caught early. Shift was the problem there. I mean, it was such a quick read for Sentinels to know it was going to be a 5-man A commit. They were able to make a good rotation and get some big frags. BCJ, though, maybe opening a way back to at least get a spike play on this A side. They stalled out enough to instill some doubt. It gives them an empty A site for a plant.
And the later Toxistrin coming down will allow them a chance to create some separation, and now it's down to the post plant. But Sick wants to challenge this early, finds one. Zekken over the corner. sees that there's a second player nearby, now to the Spectre, and he reads where all 4 players are now for Sentinels. BCJ confirms one of the eliminations, but this would have to be an ace, and oh, the snake fight is going to push him out into the angle for ShahZaM, and that will be enough for Sentinels to get the defuse and find their first round. There's the wall. Over the top here, we're going to read some information. There is somebody sitting in top mid. That's dapr who's trying to contest, and we'll at least catch some information. Sick on the cross, right through the grid of the backside of the site. Able to find one. Wall banging onto zombs, but again, the trades are good. So once more, XSET allowed to plant, and it's going to be down to what can you find from behind here if you're ShahZaM, because he might be the only Sentinels player that has not been revealed as of yet. Will give away his position as he finds BCJ, and it's just down to AYRIN. Timing of this peek through the wall is going to be everything, and unfortunately gets a little bit caught underneath green.
Hope that ShahZaM can maybe get a pick and get a read, but actually it's dapr able to get a pick out in the middle somehow, and a res.
Oh, this is all looking really dangerous, but BCJ, he earned the Hunter's Fury off of the ultimate orb. dapr sneaking his way to the rafters, able to find second. So numbers still good for Sentinels after the resurrection comes through, but BCJ and AYRIN do have the ability to try to clutch this 2v4, knowing that they've got a Viper's Pit for the post plant. Will dapr even allow them to get this spike off? Here comes the Boombot first and foremost, and then Sick have all of the help from dapr as well, including a potential Hunter's Fury if they want it. dephh is looking to plant, but Zom spamming through his own utility finds elimination, and that will mean there will be numbers once more for Sentinels defensively.
Yeah, looking good. They're up against inferior firepower, and they're getting the job done, stalling out this B attack. They already had the rotation in as well. Here's TenZ, has mid covered, so that if there's any type of fallback, they'll know about it. So it seems like Sentinels are going to be able to kind of force XSET just kind of commit, but they're getting read out here by that recon bolt. TenZ able to pick up on Pure, just adding to the man count now for Sentinels. They're just stuck. They cannot get this plan.
Spike down.
Not a lot of motion that could happen here. So zekken sneaking through does take care of ShahZaM, so this operator continues to change hands. AYRIN mid-map.
30 seconds
Going to be the
left.
last hope here for XSET. But for Sentinels, again, really good recovery here since the opening pistol and follow-up round. They have been able to battle back, even in some really sticky situations over the last 4 rounds.
Yeah, they won a 4v5 last round, so I mean, that just kind of was a little bit of an added detail to that. Looks like now they'll win this round with maybe 3 players still standing at the end. TenZ might get found out. Nope, never mind. He forced Sentinels to respect mid and force them to have to come and help Zombs out a little bit on B. And now they'll come in with the showstopper. dephh also finds an entry. They're starting to gain some space now for a plant, and they put the Viper's Pit down, but they're still under a man. And now 2.
The kills are so good for Sentinels. They can challenge this and just surround the Viper's Pit, and then all go in at once if they want to. dephh even just gets spammed through the wall itself. AYRIN over the corner. Not going to expect Sick to be that close. And an expensive round for XSET. Not just the weapon spot. He could maybe contest an initial defender here on the corner, which would be Zombs. And always going to get caught in the middle of the Viper's Pit play. Now Sick trying to find the response, able to find elimination, but the play still stays alive. And, well, here we'll have at least enough space to try to get a plant down, but the wall going up will actually push him off for just a moment. And then right back to action. ShahZaM will at least get some information, but this will be a post-plant 3v4.
Yeah, they know exactly where the positioning is of XSET for the most part here. ShahZaM already finding Pure out. zekken in a lot of trouble. Showstopper comes in from TenZ as well to gain even more free ground, and now it's all on dephh, who was the long con under 2. He gets his 1, but I mean, that's all he's doing. Sick will be able to defuse, no problem. I could see what was going on there from XSET.
zekken also throw the page shells, and no one has been able to see any information on where TenZ is positioned. That will stay the case as ShahZaM finds another impressive first blood down low. TenZ able to find 1. Now immediately up to the 2nd and the 3rd for TenZ. dapr, the late rotator, will confirm the 5th and final kill. Back away somehow, some way. Sick still solo defensively over the top. TenZ they're now trying to assist as they collect for 1. But XSET have some good control of the site. But actually not going to be able to get the spike down. And the bomb is actually down in a really pretty awful spot.
TenZ is doing such a great job buying time. He's gotten a couple of really big kills. dapr, though, gets caught in the rotation. Now he's stuck in the shock dart, and he will go down. Great play from BCJ, now putting ShahZaM in a really tough 1v3. Oh, does get the hit on here, but not the frag. Does find dephh, though.
This is still winnable. He's got some damage down. Does he actually swap to the AR at his feet? Looks like no for now. Wants to try to find an angle to get the operator. He's seen BCJ's cape. Hunter's Fury is going to come out. ShahZaM's been able to avoid this completely. BCJ just throwing this out blindly. ShahZaM up top now, an opportunity maybe to find an angle onto BCJ. Turn this into a 1v1, but BCJ holds inside the container. Oh, nearly gets Pure, but the snapper from Pure allows his third kill, and XSET, I think that's
it's the only with the only data to go off of. Yes, would be that.
AYRIN up close and personal, working with Pure, and XSET defensively come away with the first 3 kills. Pure going to be tested, though, as Paint Shells will be right behind him. I think that's
now going to constantly be something that Sentinels have to worry about in this 4-on-5 is being flanked and how quick it may come. They're prompted to have to hit B hard and fast now. They still yet to find an entry.
And there is still a flash just to keep this defensive rotation safe, but it doesn't actually go up. AYRIN and dephh with the first 2 to fall. Pure still finding value out of the Marshall. Keeps most of this B site cleared up.
Spike down B.
Spike is down in the more traditional default spot. BCJ finds an elimination simultaneously. TenZ still dancing with the devil on the backside of Snowman.
Look at this play from ShahZaM as well.
For trying to get a play. Yeah, this is all about the timing, and the Aldron's going to scout out TenZ, so this has to come through quickly. One kill there, not gonna get the second to work their way over towards B, and they get scouted out by the recon dart. Massive BCJ converts into a 1 elimination. Also has the Aldron to scout out where ShahZaM is, but does he expect TenZ to his left? TenZ could still actually open up this play from behind. Yeah, the numbers are not gonna be great for Sentinels, but they've got some pretty good positions, but all the showstopper coming through. XSET deny the plant, and now it's just down to TenZ. Not gonna find anything. Another really solid retake from XSET.
Be lagging behind from Sentinels to catch them. Indeed, dapr is playing the backside of A to try to watch for that very flank.
Not a lot of tools here from either side. BCJ just yeeting himself forward. Nearly gets Sick off guard, but the self-res, or probably the self-sustain will come through. Sick will turn that into a second elimination. Zekken trying to work from the high ground. On the backside is dephh. Looking for timing to pinch this one up, but ShahZaM responds. Sick as well for 3 kills, and a massive round for Sentinels. Timing to rewrap this back. The only defender here is Pure.
Yeah, again, they did such a great job just doing a bit of a double feint there, creating the rotation again, finding a vulnerable site. Pure misses his shot, and now it's a 5-on-4 post plant for Sentinels, and Sick adds to it. This is so tough now for XSET.
This is tough. I don't. The conversation is going to be based on if they can even find this first elimination. Not going to happen. TenZ denies Zekken, and what a back TenZ has had. BCJ finally puts a stop to him. ShahZaM up top, able to take care of AYRIN as the Hunter's Fury will start pushing people away, and ShahZaM just floats right on in. P. Healing orb quickly. Sick, caught out, denied. XSET now 5v4 early. That's the only Spectre they had on the floor, now turned into a rifle. Big news here for XSET for their arsenal.
Yeah, big catch there to get Sick down with that owl drone, get a 5-on-4, and they still have their 3-man A defense in place. It's been unchecked. ShahZaM good for an entry, but Pure and dephh respond very rapidly.
That is a huge kill from Pure. dapr slid through the ropes. I don't think anyone saw him, but TenZ is inching closer to 30 eliminations. You almost feel like him and ShahZaM together could clutch this 2v3. 45 seconds on the clock. Spike is down. Pure knows ShahZaM stuck in a corner, wants the angle. And they're going to force the resurrection into the mix just to make sure that, again, the economy stays safe. It's just down to TenZ 1v4. Good luck. There's the first.
30 seconds left.
No. dephh still holding his position. ShahZaM up top, tag down low. Do they know that Sick's in the back corner? No, they don't. Sick finds 2. Now it's just down to can Zekken get here to try to stall this plant for as long as possible. Tries to break through the wall, cannot find the kill. Sentinels successfully get the post plant.
Yeah, it's finally Sentinels deciding just a 5-man commit through the Viper utility at Long B and just go out swinging. And they come out on top for a plant. And now they're whittling away this retake. ShahZaM from downtown with the operator strikes into 2, leaving BCJ all by his lonesome in a 1v4 with no real hope at stopping Sentinels from finding map point.
Moving around the back, maybe trying to get this operator. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive with it. ShahZaM is very aware that this could be the play, watching this tight corner. Does he see him? Sure does. ShahZaM, 3 kills, 2 impressively on the take.
Daggers to have some good firepower here, and there's the wall from zombs onto A. They're looking to follow it in. Drone leading the way. Pure gets guarded. He's forced to dash out, leaving dephh stranded and taken out.
Yeah, that's not great news. ShahZaM's even watching the flank in which BCJ will come through. BCJ does still keep this play alive, and Zekken, showstopper up top, clears out 1. BCJ a second from the flank. Maybe an opportunity for a third. The double peek comes through, but BCJ gets the double!
some conditioning, I guess you could say. But it's been read so well from BCJ. Six trying to use the wall to make a play here, and ShahZaM, in the meantime, is able to come through, but he misses every single dagger, and BCJ and zekken combine for 2, and oh my goodness, this is getting spicy.
Pure, gonna be tested. Doesn't see the corner? ShahZaM tries to just sneak across. Spike has been collected. The defense is all over the place. And of course, Pure is going to know that there's threats right on either side of these doorways.
Oh, smart backing up as well towards Spawn, just staying alive. dephh has been caught, though, and ShahZaM will use it to get the dagger out. Now they're a man ahead. Spike going to get planted at A tough retake now for Pure and AYRIN, but AYRIN at least able to get in a position here at middle. It looks like, despite all the efforts of BCJ at middle, the OT might be averted.
ShahZaM down low.
AYRIN
trying to clear. TenZ finds his third elimination. It's just down to AYRIN. Knives will miss. dapr cleans up. Sentinels clutch us away right at the brink of what looked to be a certain overtime. We'll see ya on Split. Offensively against the Sentinels team from the defensive half is not likely going to be enough. Double peek comes through up top through B tower. Pure the first one to fall. Little sneaky play from dephh mid-map, able to take one with him, but still the numbers prevail for Sentinels. Up top, though, AYRIN able to respond again. We go back and forth, but Sentinels keep finding the edges, and it's just down to zekken 1v3.
Really great B heaven pressure there on this split, just being able to fight their way through it, coming out well on top, leaving zekken in pretty much an impossible 1v3. dapr is low on health, and those paint shells will also chip away and kind of delay the spike plant for a little bit here by Sick. Doesn't take too much damage, though, when it's all said and done, and now he'll be able to get it down safely, no problem.
zekken getting to the low ground safely, but really not a lot of room to work with safely after that. So the friendly hands of BCJ to get self-sustained. Gravity will make sure that more of that health can be regenerated. But Sick still trying to move aggressively. He gets punished for BCJ with the second elimination. And the spike, yeah, it's been collected, but this is a tough 3v5 look, even from the B tower.
Yeah, it is. They're trying to get through here. TenZ has to make it to the low ground, trying to satchel across the way. BCJ, though, continues just to hold firm on this pillar side, continues to just keep dishing out frags despite being pressured from multiple angles. He settles in and finds himself a third, leaving zombs all by his lonesome, and not long for this world. zekken will
hit through a Rams. Here comes the play forward. dephh behind it. Not going to get zombs. BCJ does need a trade, though. Now on to AYRIN. On the site. Finds one, but not a second. So Sentinels have made their way on towards the site, but not with numbers. Nebula will keep the top heaven side play safe, and if BCJ falls there, you start talking about Sentinels with a very good look at the 2v2, but the number is still good for XSET.
Indeed they are. They do have that man advantage. BCJ, though, low on HP, and dapr has a good position. The thing is, if they double swing screens, he's in trouble.
Even beyond that, gets caught, trying to check the spy cam. Now it's just up to TenZ, finds the first. Now 1v2, but zekken quick to follow around the opposite side. Concept divide is also there, and honestly, this has put TenZ in a weird spot where he doesn't really know what to shoot at. Throws his back corner, not going to confirm a kill. BCJ able to find himself a point of contact, but it's zekken in the back corner, who takes down 2. dapr still lurking behind the play, finds a first and a second onto dephh. Don't know if that will come into play. Pure trying to save the round, and he misses the right click of the knives. You know, the cards that XSET still have to play with. BCJ, great timing here. Beautiful transfer, not going to get the third. Zombs maybe looking to sneak away a plant, but decides instead the operator too valuable. zekken on the corner could make himself available for an elimination, but
they're able to kind of at least cancel out that optic. Now they're looking to storm into B heaven. BCJ, though, from the Raptors doing his job well, finds 2, able to heal. Keeps tabs on the other 2 players, but TenZ overwhelming the site. Might just still get this for Sentinels.
Yeah, I don't love that necessarily for BCJ. You get the first 2. You should have seen that there are more there. He gets a little feisty with the elimination. zekken trying to stop the plant by way of showstopper. Does confirm some damage, but the paint shells will push him back deeper into dirt for this 1v3. Last packs to play with. That's about it.
Yeah, you do wonder about BCJ recommitting up the ropes after those first 2. Instead of just holding under heaven position and forcing Sentinels to come out. You know, letting TenZ pop off like that is what gaze Sentinels away back into the round. They're able to quickly capitalize once they win the duel on site as well. So maybe a bit of a mishap there. It seemed like everything else is going according to plan for XSET up until that point. obviously the res having a big impact for Sentinel side.
Oh, for sure.
Timing could be everything, because Pure is now, caught between two mines here and might have some trouble, but able to get the one, and deaph comes in for a big one, and they're shutting this down.
You're trying to keep the play up. deaph there for the assistance, like you mentioned, but now beyond that, help head very quickly.
Pure in the back of B site, and that's the really only thing stopping them from getting in, but BCJ, such a great timing on that peak.
What a good grab well from deaph. Now zekken up top. Wants to try to red dot chase, maybe just a touch, but caught down to just getting over to the classic. TenZ able to find the elimination. Now it's just down to Pure. Can you hit the shots? Misses the first. TenZ in the corner. Misses that one as well. Caught now. TenZ finds the elimination, and it's a 2v2. deaph up top trying to deny the plant. Will find one. Pulls ShahZaM off the plant for a moment. And then into astral form to try to see if he could suck in the gravity well for another. Long play around the back as AYRIN is going to try to pitch this one up. ShahZaM, though, 1v2. He's going to hold this close. And he's going to be forced to respond very quickly. Has an angle on AYRIN, but no, doesn't get the shot.
TenZ able to blast back his way forward to create a little bit of space. Pure trying to disrupt here with the daggers up against the wall, but now he's being pinched and taken down by TenZ. TenZ will not be denied. Double entry, and it looks like this might be all she wrote.
AYRIN just got turned on. BCJ now 1v4, not going to get it off. Then 5-7 for Sentinels. Prodding going on mid-map, not going to result in too much. Spy cam, though, does reveal deaph, and he gets caught trying to pull the dart off. Where was the help there? Sick finds the first blood. XSET still trying to push forward, but the trap wire becomes a bit of a problem. dapr finds 2 kills off of it, and now XSET is stuck inside B main looking at a 2v4.
That was such a big change in the last patch to not allow a jet to just dash through and break those. And so that means you have to be a bit more mindful before you commit to that type of stuff. You either have to sniff that out and blow it up before you dash through, or you have to be a bit more crafty about how you get around it. Either way, it really cost him there.
Oh, shit, this. Backs down. Help will, of course, be there still on the B site, but this high ground control could provide an opportunity maybe for some eliminations. You still have zombs all the way over by A. AYRIN finds one. He'll tries to come through, but that wasn't well communicated. BCJ still cleans things up, gets it to a 1v1. He's going to have a plant here, Dust.
Yeah, and he's got, the slowdown towards spawn side. It gives him a little bit of sanctuary to back up over towards pillar and maybe even reposition in the B lobby itself. It is planted for him. Wait, is it planted for him to play this spot? Doesn't necessarily matter. He'll get back in time. Oh, spotted him too.
Sees him. All right, point of contact down low. Zombs.
TenZ now rotated in the back halls.
Zombs' star placement will also kind of lean towards they know that this is going to be a play coming through, but ShahZaM gets caught. Poor timing here. Now it's just down to Zombs. Finds one. Keeps the play alive through elbow. Looking for a second. AYRIN tagged up low. dapr there for the trade, but it's a pinstripe kill feed, which again favors XSET. 3v1 situation, and Sick on the long rotate. Going to be in a hard press position to contest this.
Absolutely. Does have the full HP and the Phantom, but everyone's fully healthy for XSET for the most part, except for zekken. They have great positioning to play off of one another.
Here comes Sick. First point of contact. It'll come from up top, and it will. Tower. ShahZaM trying to take advantage, but no, shut down second. Initial headshot, really well placed. deaph trying to simultaneously hit this through main. Even though Pure falls, Resurrection comes through, but dapr keeps this safe. Able to see more players onto the low ground, but the big problem are the players up top in rafters. Sick trying to rotate back around. See if maybe he can open up some space to get a resurrection of his own, and will, but the problem is they continue to lose members just as soon as they gain them, and Pure for 2! Give him the third! XSET capitalize off the triple from Pure.
You can hear and overwhelm the site.
Cyber Cage is going to fade away, and it's going to showcase a lot. Oh, zekken wanted to open it up with the showstopper, but it's ShahZaM in the back for 2. Looking for more. You did see the dash across. That was Pure, but Sick is able to find the elimination, but ShahZaM will not be denied. BCJ caught at low HP, not going to get anything.
The stairs, and they will start pouring in.
dapr down low. Has to decide which angle he wants to peek at. There's a little bit of help. Sick is playing through main. They want to overwhelm this. Spam it to the nebula. Sick finds the first. Needs to do more than that, though. No, not going to happen. BCJ and AYRIN battle back to now a 2v2. ShahZaM up top. Has been seen by BCJ, and that's enough information to say I'm not trying to bother to peek him from that angle.
Oh,
catches him instead on the fall down. And now it's just down to zombs. 1v2 situation. Has a Cosmic Divide if he wants it, but that is about it. Trying to play this from dirt. BCJ to his left. Finds the point of contact, but BCJ for 4 kills in the round. Have that, but actually Showstopper mid-map. TenZ will find one. Maybe an opportunity for a second. BCJ denies. 4v4 we go.
And the
ZAM
rest.
wants to play through. Pure, like you mentioned, brought back to life.
This is massive. They get a 5-on-4, and they put a lot of pressure on Sentinels and burn a lot of their utility. That's a Showstopper already gone. ShahZaM gets caught by AYRIN at ramps, and it's starting to really come together for XSET. A 5-on-3, zombs in a lot of trouble on the site. He's getting a rotation through heaven, yes, but the numbers may still get overwhelmed in the end.
Oh, but Sick up top could be in a very key position. Nova Pulse was spent. Sick, though, falls. dapr trying to follow up, finds one, not going to get the second. Just down to zombs. Able to find the first. Needs to find 3 more behind this, though. Caught into a slow orb. dephh will punish. And XSET punched their ticket to Challengers playoffs by taking down the Goliath of Sentinels.